So yeah, there you go. So look, this is going to be mute. It's going to go, you know, it'll be fine in a couple of weeks. It'll be fixed, but it just shouldn't be released like that. I mean, it's not a me problem, is it? It's not a you problem either. It's a their problem. Really? $70? Come on. But it's all down to this amazingly modeled, study level 3D cockpit that allows you to really fly the 737 in your own home.
Nevertheless, grave danger, I fear, is training.
forward, and I'll have some odd random stream during the week, and I'll see you then, folks.
Yeah, that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this, and we'll see you next time.
And we will certainly make some buttons and space special goodbye there, folks. See what happens. See, it's climbing all over the place. There was no crashing or something. Right, those buttons. It's time for us to sign off. I think she wants to treat. Do you want to treat with the buttons? Do you want to treat? Okay, just look at me until I actually get off the seat. Excellent, folks. Pleasure as always. You soon. See you next time.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. It's the 10th already. I know. Let's not talk about it. Greetings, everybody. I hope you're having a good week and you'll have a better week ahead. Second day into it. Keep struggling. Tomorrow's the middle of the week. And then we're Friday before you know it. Greetings to Lonely Reaper. Hello, how are you, Lonely Reaper? On Twitch. On YouTube. We've got quite a few today out of the gate. We have. You've Cherokee. He says, oh, look, more crazy madness about to begin. I'll pour myself a refreshment. Yes, everybody pour yourself a refreshment. I have mine here. It's Ribena. Sugar free. But I'm not all about I just had 4 bars of chocolate. Ribena, yes. So pour yourself a refreshment. Also we have on YouTube, we have Dabney Offerman. He says, I wish someone would program the inside of a terminal like this. He's referring to the intro. They did. That's why I have it in the intro. I think that's what you meant. I may have misread you there. Clappy D says, evening all. Greetings, Clappy D, one of our honoured moderators. Ian Bevington is with us as well. Evening, everyone. Daphne says, good evening. I hope everyone had a good day at work and are now relaxing at home, ready to watch the Fenix. Oh, great. Have I butchered your name? Dabney. Is it Dabney? Let me know. Dabney. And welcome, by the way. Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee is with us as well. And also, oh, you can't hear me. Oh, God. Hello? Hello? You should be able to hear me. I'm getting outputs here. Let me just check that. Are you kidding with me? Hang on. Hang on. You can't hear me. Can anybody else hear me? Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee says, hope all are having a plain night. And Ebony says, oh, sorry. Now we can. Okay, was it your volume? You freaked me out there. I panicked there, I thought, because that happens sometimes. Yes, sometimes at the beginning of the stream there is panic. Windows updates and puts things out of kilter. So don't blame yourself, Dabney. Dabney. Okay. Dabney. Thank you. Cherokee says you can hear me. Great. Producer Button streaked out a little bit as well. Now she's up off her seat. Let's get that camera going. So as you know, people, I've come prepared. Now here's what I've done, right? And you know this happens every time. Every time. You see, this happens every time at the beginning. What I do is I'd have to run out of the stream and get a treat, and I'd have to leave the seat, right? So what I've done this time is I put it in my pocket. But Buttons knows. She knows. She's adapting. I'm just taking it out of my pocket here. She's adapting. So I have a treat for Producer Buttons. Yes, I had a treat in my pocket all along, Producer Buttons. There you go, Buttons. There you go. Good talk. Ow. Your nail's very sharp. It scratches all up my arm. Yes. So we're going to take a cool cam collector today, I think. What do you say? Vrood the Great says, Clappy D, thank you. The audio is fine. You can hear me, Cherokee. Great. Vrood the Great YouTube says Northern Europe. Kind of, yeah. So here's the story. As in the title, right? We're going from Dusseldorf to Rotterdam, which is a shit quick flight. We'll see how it goes. I don't know how this is going to work, but it's really short. Then we'll go to Rotterdam to Luton. That's what's happening. So two trips, or I don't know if they call them sectors. Do they call them sectors? I don't know what they call them. I don't care. So yes, so what I've done is I've put the batteries on. I've done some of the checks. We've got the batteries on. We've got the INSs aligned, and we do not have the INSs aligned. I thought I put them on. Oh, they're off. Well, that's because I hopped out of the cockpit. I hopped out into the main menu, should I say? Yeah. So I'm switching them off now to switch them back on again so it'll load instantly. There we go. Okay. Choppy, stop that, man. What is happening when I have to... okay. Right, might be the monitor. Speaking of the monitors, I have... it's the televisions I'm using. I'm using 2 different types of televisions. And I want a third, and I want to fix up the streaming, and I want to do lots of things. So there might be a week in the future, in the near future, where I take the week off to not only move my whole rig here. There's a lot to move. Let me show you here. There's a lot to move. Let me show you. Just seeing as you're here. Right. See that area there with the desk? That's going to move where I am here. All that. That's where the sim's going to be. Right? And the monitors are going to be facing the wall. And then this area here is going to all have to be moved. All of this stuff here. All of this. I might do a video on it. All of this stuff has to be moved. And then over here, this... God, it's going to come off its hinge now. This area here is going to have an IKEA... See the big desk there? It's too big. It's going to have an IKEA kind of desk there. I've got some cool IKEA stuff up there. Look how cool is that? So it's all going to be moved. Not only am I going to have to improve, I'm going to have to do schedule and everything and have a busy week. So not only, let's get this where it should be here. Down a bit there. Maybe a bit up and down. So not only am I going to have a busy week that week, I'm going to have to fix up the alerts as well. And just make it more professional if I have the time. So it's going to be a week in the future where I'm out. I'll let you all know. Do you know? I know, it's scary business. Scary business. More comments. More comments. Great. Oh yeah, the North European server. Yes, we're always on the North European server. That's what you meant by North Europe. Yes, we're kind of not really North. Well, maybe a little bit. I think we're referring to your voice during the intro. All right. Yes. Okay. I got to fix that intro because I did that on purpose, but it doesn't work. The voice is supposed to be really low, so I'm just chatting, but you can't actually hear me. That's stuff up in my editing. I did that very rushed one Saturday morning. I thought I'd just do a quick intro with a countdown on it, and I just kept going and going, and I didn't. So that's what's happening there. I might have to change that intro. Mr. Rainbow says, loves coffee says maybe you should sew your buttons onto your shirt. Yes, exactly. Yeah, very good. Just the buttons. She settled down, thank God. North European server, thank you, Clappy D. Olaid, OBAID, greetings, welcome to you. What's your flight system? It's an Airbus, but there's a whole load of stuff here. I'll talk on the way. Ask me again, Oblat. Oblat, I think it is. Let me know. So there you go. And on YouTube, or on Twitch then, we have Lonely Reaper only commenting. He says, what's the setup for the flight plan? Let's do that then, shall we? So we're going to use sim brief. New flight. And I'm going to cut and paste this into... I'm going to cut and paste this... Sorry, it's the dog. I'm going to cut and paste it in for you. Okay? Now let me change that. Producer buttons, you're not doing... You're supposed to be doing all of this producer buttons. This is all on you, producer buttons. Just so you can see the control column there. That's what I wanted. Just so you can see what I'm doing, you know. Okay, so we've got a new flight. Very straightforward. I like to keep it simple for the moment. Echo Delta Delta Lima to Echo Hotel Romeo Delta to Rotterdam. Make sure you get the right airplane out of this one day, and it didn't work out very good. Screwed up my weights, but it wasn't the end of that, you know. I'm going to carry some extra fuel. Instead of 40 minutes, I'm going to have 90 minutes. Fly Live Studio Group. Yes, I'm going to get to that. I just realised that when I came on, actually. Copy D, and I said, oh, shit. So 90 minutes, and that's all good. And that's our route here. It's going to be a really quick... Oh, they're going a long way around. Oh, right. I don't know why that is. Why is that? Is it because there's someone living here that doesn't want to hear? So it's not going to be a short flight. Why? These are supposed to be kind of real flights now, so I always choose the first one. That's the one there. So why are we going halfway around the world? There we go. So choose the second one down when you go into that, right? I could be biting off more than I could few. Bleh. I could be biting off more than I can chew because it's going to be quick. No flip-flopping around. Okay, so the second one down. Let's generate that. Hopefully this is hitting a star. Otherwise, I'll have to do it again. Let's generate that flight, and hopefully this isn't a start, because it's such a short trip there may not be one. It may not match up. Do you know? Let's get Fly Live Studio. Let's load that up. It's going to break us out of here for a minute, folks. Let's get Fly Live Studio so you can see the time there. Now, Fly Live Studio. It's only good for streaming, really. You know? Echo Delta Delta Lima. It just gives us some information at the top to Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. And I'll put in my call sign. Grip sim will do. Hit OK, and you'll see up at the top there. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. Hang on. This is just shocking. Shocking. Boom. There we go. See up there? See that? Oh. There you go. Very fancy, very cool, very stylish. Now let's have a look at this flight plan. Okay, so okay, we're in trouble. Okay, so let's back out of that. I don't want to screw it up somehow. Let's just do what it gave us. Let's just go with what it gave us, okay? Let's just go with what it gave us. Doing it again. Echo Delta Delta Lima to Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. Let's just give it what it gave us. Take what it gave us. I can't talk English anymore, folks. It's happened. Extra fuel. Just in case. That's going to take us halfway around the world. Okay, fine. Let's do that then. Let's generate that. Probably because there was no SID. It's probably not. I wouldn't say it's a route for these aircraft because it's for the props. ATRs probably, yeah, but not the Airbuses. So this is just giving us a bit of a, you know, like a rash. Very good sim brief. It's free. It's incredible. Really, you know. Let's have a look. Make sure I have a SID, please. There we go. We have all that stuff and things. There we go. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it into Twitch, and I'm going to paste it into YouTube. Okay, so you have it. If you want to follow along on the North European server. The flight level. I'm going to write this down now, actually. I'm going to write this down. I should get moving a little bit here. So we're leaving runway 23. 23 left. No, left. And our departure is Mike Oscar Delta Romeo U1 Tango. Our arrival is Hotel Echo Lima Echo November 4 Romeo. And we're going to come into runway 24. Flight level, which is down here. 22,000 feet. 22,000 feet. That would make sense. Flight level 220. Happy days. Okay. All happy with the flight plan? I hope so. Okay, so let's get this puppy started. I'm going to ignore the checklist now, which is very bold. It is flows with this to some degree. I have to read up. I have to do a lot of reading here. So I've checked all my controls and all that kind of stuff's fine. So let's just run across the top here. Let's get the APU started. I have to wait 3 seconds there. I was a little bit lazy there, wasn't I? I know. Just open auto. Safety belt signs on and smoking signs on. Now we want the emergency exit signs. With the cabin crew oxygen on. With the ADRs aligned, we want all the fuel pumps. Boom, 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 boom. External power is on. That's all fine. And oh, goody, good, good. Let's put in our altitude while the APU is starting for the transition level. Let's get the Navigas charts out here for a moment. I'd say we'll be out of here now in about 5 minutes, folks. Boom. Echo Delta Delta Lima. Dusseldorf. Boom. Anyone will do. I'm just putting out the transition. I think it's 5,000 feet, to be honest with you. 5,000 feet. Okay, so it's 5,000 feet. Now, what I want to do here is let's get the taxi organised, right? So, I was watching this incredible thing. I was watching this flight just randomly. Saw this taxi and take off for some Airbus, and believe it or not, I was going, how are they going to? Okay, I'm going to pay attention to the taxi here. So she said they were taxiing, and she goes, follow the green on the taxiway. She kept saying follow the green. And I noticed on the taxiways, the green lights would only be lit up for the taxiways where they're going. Right? So they just follow the green lights. They didn't go take a left to Papa 1 to Lima 5, then Mike on to L3 to November, L Lima 1, da da da. They just said follow the green. And it appeared to me that now in Heathrow at least, they say follow the green, you know, in the centre line of the taxiway. Is that how it works now? Because that's really good. I'm very pleased about that, you know, really. Okay, so where are we? Okay, the APU now has most of started. There it is. It's all good and ready to go. So let us get our flight plan in. Let's go to init and let's request our flight plan. While that's doing its job, I'm going to come in here and we're going to get the weather. I'm going to go to ground. I'm going to get this puppy in the air as soon as we can. So let's load up all the passengers. Let's import the weather from SimBrief here. Very nice. Good. Let's have some ground. Oh, mass and balance, please. There we go. Let's load the aircraft instantly. There we go. 158 passengers. Great. 60.3 and 30.9. Flight number 1 we'll put in. Cost index we'll put in 5 at the moment. We can speed it up manually. Cruise level is 22,000 feet, so flight level 220. That temperature looks about right. Let's go to page 2. We have, as I said, 60.2 and 30.9. 60.2 and 30.9. 60.2, 30.9. 60.2 and 30.9. 60.2 and 30.9. I'll have to check it lots of times. What do you say? Okay, boarding's complete. Great, thank you. The gate's moved off. Very nice. Okay. Fuel is from SimBrief, so that's going to do it automatically. It's going to put it in here. And all good. Dabney says if they could do the following the green, if they could do that, follow the green, in an actual sim, that would be awesome. Heathrow is so far ahead of everyone else. I wouldn't doubt perhaps Orbex will get this one. I wouldn't say it's be Orbex. They're not the best. There are some really good ones, and it will happen, Dabney. It will definitely happen because these developers are great, you know. Confirm block. These developers are absolutely stupendous, you know. So performance for a takeoff. So I was just amazed back because it's a big problem for me. I'm going, oh, what? Oh, taxi all these structures. How did they do it? Go down. Let's go to departure here and get all our V speeds. Any questions now that I can answer? I'm happy to answer them. You know, we're looking for newbies now, folks, as well. Remember, we're taking off runway 24 left. 23 left. Surface is dry. It was raining. Let's say it's dry. Let's say it's wet. That's for shits and giggles. Because it would be, wouldn't it? 1 flaps. Force toga. 2,700 meters. No. Anti-ice off. Packs are going to be on. Let's calculate that and self-calculate that. There's the QNH 1013. Interesting. Calculate. We got our V speeds up here. Our flex temp speed and our trim. 133, 146 on the V speeds. 133, 146, 146, 133 and 146, 133 and 146. Down 159 on the flex temp. Down 1 and 59 on the flex temp. Flaps 1. Down 0.1. Boom. Great, let's get rid of the messages down below here. Because see, it's amazing. Sorry, I'm still thinking about the taxes in Heathrow. If it is the case, it must be the case. It's smart because it's getting so. That's one of the most complicated airports in the world for taxiing around, I'd say. Lovely says Clappy D is so the taxi ribbon already feature. Yeah, taxi ribbon is great. I use that when I get stuck. Okay, I really do. It's great. Departure is 2-3 left. We want beginning with M. That one. Tango is the last. Mike, Oscar, Delta, Romeo. Left out the uniform, 1 Tango, that's it. Boom, that's him. Enter him in. And our arrival. Boom. And we're going into runway 24. Always choose the one with the Z there, if you get more than one. And our star is HEL. Go back up. Hotel Echo Lima Echo November 4 item. That's it. I've that in November there. I don't know why. Now let's check that. Let's go to plan mode. Up here. And let's just zoom out a bit so you can see what's happening. I thought I could put that there. No? Is that the 747? Okay, up arrow. Clink, 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 clink. All the way. Very nice. Stunning. No breaks, no discontinuities. A weird kind of loop. Okay, I'll take it. And we'll see how we go. That'll be fine. That will work fine. Back to flight plan. Black to arc mode 10 miles. I'm going to hit the B for the QNH just to make sure. QNH is 1013. That's all good. We're going up to 21,000 feet. I'm going to put the 21 and just remember the 5. 22,000 feet, excuse me. So I'm putting that to 22, no ATC yet. And that is pretty much everything. Now we want to get pushback and get out of here, don't we? Let's see if I remember everything without using the checklist. It's much easier. But also dangerous. Can be. While we're to start, I think. Here it is. No. Oh, I think Buttons has gone to the checklist. Yeah, Buttons has gone to the checklist. I have a new checklist. And Buttons must have found her way to it somehow. It's completely gone. Usually it'd be ripped up on the floor. You know? Well, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Okay, so let's get to ground surface, get rid of all the chocks and stuff. Now, ground power unit, don't forget. Now, gripper sim, we need the generator on for the AP, which is on by default. Where's the generator now? Generator. AP bleed on, okay, but where's the generator? There it is, here. Here somewhere. AP gen, yeah, that's on, great. We can switch off the external power now. And we can put on some lights, I think. Not quite yet. Let's put the beacon light on. Let's get rid of the chocks and cones. And the ground power unit. And we'll get the tug now. Request the tug. Very nice. There he goes. And we'll get out of here. The weather has... It's interesting weather. Big nasty showers over that way. Let me just check the screen here so it's not getting all choppy. Yeah, that's smooth. Nice weather over here. It was very dark earlier, I can tell you. Who's with us? Let's see who's with us here in the big jets. We got Garzina, Lodi Reaper as well. PH BRA's with us as well, and 737 got Red Cap as well. That's all I can recognise at the moment. Great, we've got some people following along. Happy days. Let's have a quick look here. Good luck, we're all counting on you, says Ian Babington. Thank you very much. Excellent. Okay, so let's we're going to taxi. We want the nose obviously to get out of here. We need the nose to the right as I see it. Okay, so let's have a look in the cabin here. Okay, so let's backtrack. Let's get out of here. So park brake off. Start the pushback. Let's start engine number 2. First, put it on start. And engine number 2. There we go. It's kicking off. We got N1 spinning. Everything else is automatic in the Airbus, folks. Yeah, let's. Jesus, I'm going to go into the wall here if I don't turn. Nope, wrong way. I'm going to smash into that aircraft behind me, I'm afraid. Maybe not. Oh no, the wing's going to hit it for sure. You can move on there now, Polaris. Okay, that'll do for the pushback. Stop. Disconnect the tug, park brake back on. Engine number 1 now. Thought I hear the angry dogs there momentarily. Maybe you can only hear the angry dogs in the back. It's very faint, but I hear them. Oh, the camera. Oh, that was my arm. Good. Control space. Engines are kicking off. Left engine's kicking off. Now, as well, folks, right? Do you remember a few times last week the it got really stuttery on the second leg only for some reason. That happened twice, I think. The sim got really stuttery. So my plan is to come out of the sim, disable online, come back into the sim, and then come back out, enable it again, come back into the sim, right? That's the plan. To see if that fixes it. But hopefully it won't happen. Probably won't happen ever again now that I know how to fix it. At least I think I know how to fix it. So got both engines are available. Happy days. Let's put the condition onto normal mode now. Let's dump down 10 flaps. Let's arm the speed brake here while I'm here. Or the spoiler, should I say. And let's get the auto brakes on max. And let's get some lights working here. So I want to run my turn off lights on. We want the taxi lights on. Strobes to auto. I'm going to put the nav logo. That should have come on. I'm going to put the wing on just for purposes there. APU bleed is on. We don't need the APU bleed anymore. We don't need the APU anymore. Engines are generating all the power. And that's everything. That's pretty much everything, isn't it? Yep. That's all. Let's start moving. Park and brake off. Let's go. I need a bit of power here. Lori Ripper says, I can't get the fly-by-wire A320 to set up properly. Oh, it should. I did it for ages before this came out. I did it for a while anyway. I was very happy with it. And in what manner though, Lonely Reaper? In what manner? Give me some details there, and hopefully while we're taxing we can help Lonely Reaper out. Good.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with large, oversized, ugly babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and table ties are in your upright position for takeoff. Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements, are powered off. Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxicate levels are high for those of you who are feeling unruly. Alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol, but smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason.
Let's speed up. We're going really slowly here.
Thank you for your flight, and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
Lori says, I can't set the FMC to accept stuff from the electronic flight bag. And it's also not showing the flight plan either. I'm trying to remember how I did it now. Oh, Lonely Reaper. Here's how I did it. Yeah, those early days, right? It's only a few months ago, actually. I did the flight plan out in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Is that how you're doing it? I didn't use SimBrief. So you go out to Microsoft Flight Simulator and you select upper airways or lower airways. Is that Will that help? I'll start the recorder. Thank you, Clappy D. We all know if something goes wrong, something's going to be forgotten. Come on. Recordo starting up. So the recorder started. We've armed our spoilers. We've got flaps set. We've got our brakes set. Lights are on as required. We've got the runway turn off lights, the nose lights on to taxi. Beacon light is on. Strobe light is on auto. APU is off. We'll get the constraints on. Constraints are on. We'll check the takeoff config. Takeoff config is happy. It's given out about something. Oh, it's very. What's going on with this choppiness in my predicted wind shear? Of course. Oh, I told you I forget something. Predicted wind shear. Weather radar. There we go. Now, where am I? Let's just slow down a little bit here and find out where I am on the taxiways. Oh, we've got a bit to go. Okay, you know, what I could do is actually take the next exit here, which is Lima 4. So I'm going to come down this way a little bit. Doesn't seem to be a yellow brick road towards it though. And let's get it. There's a massive apron here. It's absolutely massive. Do you know? Here we go. Now we're coming on to taxiway Mike. I love that weather. It is bizarre. The way it's just like real life. It's bad up here. The rain has just started. The wind is obviously moving from the left side as I see it here. So we're going into the soup. Even the way the rain is slanting. That's pretty cool. Let's speed up the taxi there. Look, it's all... the shower's coming over, so this is all going to disappear here, all this clear weather. Incredible. I want to get a big screen now. I'd love a big monitor in front of me. So that'll come in time. Now, I keep saying monitor. I used to have televisions. Monitor's too small. In my mind, for me, I like to have big 50. I'd like to have a big 50-inch screen, a television with good hertz, etc. You know, that'd be pretty cool. And two small ones either side. So I'm going to use up the whole runway here, folks. I want to use the whole runway if I can. There's one of the boys there. Let's clutter up and see who he is. That's Ocean Frost. I don't know if you're with us. There's Ruden Vranks. Oh, Ruden Vranks. I think I remember you from... Yes, I do remember Ruden Vranks. Have you been with us? You were with us a while ago. And you're back now. Great. Lonely Reaper says, I've used SimBrief. I'll pop on and try that. Yeah, I didn't use SimBrief now, I remember, with the with that aircraft. Okay, so we've got line up and wait. I'll take that as line up and wait. Put the lights on. Transponder on. I can barely see it here. I'm putting on the TCAS here and the transponder. The danger is here. I'll go off the runway and crash. Because I'm looking away. I'm just checking to see if that's smooth for you. Is the actual stream smooth? I'm just really paranoid about that. Okay, I'm going to come ahead to this chap here. So we've got our TCAS on. We've got our transponder on. We've got our lights on. All we have to do now is start the chrono. Yeah, that's what I did, Lonely Reaper. It's easier with Microsoft Flight Simulator that way, because that's how I started off. Could be that. I have it in the flight plan that I'm in the A320N, not the A320NX. I don't know if that'll make a big issue. I never tried it with SimBrief though, Lonely Reaper, you know. Let's have a look at the last messages there. Valstorm's with this evening all, Rude the Great. V-Ranks is me. Ah, okay, cool. Okay, folks, that would be... Let's start the chrono. Oh, it's choppy today in my monitor. It seems okay in yours. Chrono has started, 50%. Engines should be stable. Come on. That's good. And all the way up to flex. Man flex 59 is set. SRS and runway is on nav. Pushing forward the stick and auto throttle is blue. We've got a little bit of a wind here. 80 knots there. 100 knots. Doesn't give the call outs for some reason. Relaxing the back pressure. V1. Lots of rudder now. Rotate. Lots of rudder. Oh god, that is a wind. 23 knots only. You see, Microsoft does, in all fairness, they do over exaggerate the wind. Positive brake gear up. Trying it manually now for a bit. I'm in for 1500 feet next to put the throttle to tent down to climb mode. So I don't like to move the stick around too much. You know. Flaps coming up. And we're coming back to climb. Climb power set. And let's activate the autopilot. Autopilot 1. Have a look outside. And we're in the soup before we know it. In the soup. Right in the soup, folks. I love the sound of the rain. Can you hear that? So it's doing as it should be doing. We want to switch off those lights here. Switch off these ones here. Sign on. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Climbing nicely, and we're going to take a right turn. Let's get rid of the auto brake now. Auto brake off and spoilers disarmed. Safety belt signs on. All good. Now let's switch to standard. 1 on 2. And we're golden. It's a little bit bumpy. Loading Reaper's loading back in. Yeah. Let's have a look outside. Now, I'm going to be quick here, right? I can't flip-flop around. So I'm going to do, as we're climbing, okay, I'm going to clear up, get some real estate back here. I'm going to get rid of my face for the moment. And I'm going to get set. Oh no, we do have a little bit to go, don't we? Because it goes halfway around the world in that flight plan. 197 miles, okay, so that'll be fine. So I'm going to get the weather now while we're climbing. So I'm going to go to my flight and get the weather. And our arrival, which is Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. I always say I read the weather. I'm going to read the weather here for you. Okay, so Echo Hotel Romeo Delta is the ICAO identifier for Rotterdam. It was issued on the 10th, which is today, at 18:25 Zulu. It's auto-generated weather. The wind is 190, 20 knots, gusting 30. Bugger. That's going to be tough for me to land. The wind is veering 160 to 220. Oh, great. The visibility is 10k or more. Overcast clouds at 800 feet, though. The QNH is 8, and the temperature is 8. And the temperature of the QNH... when the temperature of the dew point... See here? You're going to have haze and fog and whatnot, right? QNH is 1007, no significant change. So, 1007, let's do that. Let's plug that in. Let's go to performance here. Climb is managed. Cruise is managed. Descent is managed. And approach. Okay, let's have a look outside here. Are we coming out of this? Oh, right, okay. Oh, didn't like that much. One 1007. QH. Clear. 1 0 0 7. It's not typing in here. What the deuce? Oh. Okay. I'm going to put it in the backup as well. 307. What's next? Temperature and winds. Temperature is 8 and the winds are 190.20. So when I get this in, we can have some chit chat, you know. Also, we want to get our barrow here. We're going to get our minimums. Let's go here. Check that out. Then that way in the cruise we can have some time for chit chat. And all I have to do is press one button to descend. We're going to Rotterdam, which is Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. Boom. Approach. We're going into runway 24. ILS. That one. Minimums. We're C, so 204 feet. Interesting. So the runway is 4 feet above the sea level. What's minus? Okay, interesting. It's below sea level. Oh, Rotterdam. Of course, it's Rotterdam. It's you know, the old kid with his finger in the dike. No? So, yeah, interesting. So 204 feet goes in the barrel. Two 204 in the barrel at the radio. There you go. Also, if I may look here, sim settings. I want that on. I want that on. And I want that on. On you go. Just won't save it. I hit the save default. I don't know how to save it. I don't know. I hit this, it never saves it, so I don't know. So that's our arrival. Also, let's have another look at the plate while we're here. (2,000 feet is the entry to the localizer, to the ILS. The radio frequency is 110.9. The approach course into the ILS is 236. And we haven't even got to our altitude yet. We'll put that out when we get into our altitude. So it's smooth so far, folks. Oh, that's a nice view, actually. That is certainly a nice view.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belts and strapped around the cabin now. We'll be passing out alcohol shortly. Please order more than just one drink at a time. Ask customers. The toilets are also ready for use while left is due now to defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
Yep. Those clouds are pretty damn good, folks. They really are pretty good. Still climbing. 19,500 feet now. Loads of fuel. Oh, yes, I must remember to refill when I get to the next. Because I you know. Oh no, it'll do it automatically. But it's good to remember. Okay. Right. Let's have a look and see where we are. Let's have a look at the flight plan. We've got 165 miles to go. Just about to approach at Madru. It looks like we're going to get to our 22,000 feet. Let's see if it is exact. 800 feet to go. 700 feet to go. Quite remarkable, really. And yeah, it's going to make it. I should have... Yeah. Off. It's all good. Oh dear. Good. Okay, so our base is 2,000 feet. Let's get that in. So all I gotta do, besides monitoring everything, is set that button in and we start to descend at the right time. So 22 multiplied by 3 is 66. So I'm reckoning that around 66 miles out we'll have to descend. There you go. Let's put the face cam on there and let's have a look at our passengers. Cruise checklist. Producer buttons is stowed. We'll see how long that lasts for. And we're away. First time chat from Father Ted, PP. Father Ted, welcome. First of all, welcome. He says, hey, Lonely Roger, Clappy D from YouTube here. Have you logged in with your sim brief details onto the electronic flight bag? So Clappy D's helping you there, Lonely Reaper. Great. Cheddar T says you haven't switched off your landing lights. Oh, I didn't, did I? I switched everything else off, the landing lights. That's what happens when you don't have a checklist. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get something on this guy here. Anything else I've forgotten? Oh god. Okay, I need to learn one new thing, okay? I need to learn one new thing. And I only learn when something goes wrong. Let's find a button here and I'm not too sure how it works. Most of them. I don't want to play around with the nav there. Cargo smoke test. Blower extractor. Oh yeah, these are blowers too. I used that at one point when I busted something. I put smoke in the cargo area. Nav VS control. Oh, I may have messed up things there, I bet you. Okay. We're bombing along. I wonder, should we speed things up? Let's speed things up a little bit. Let's get the speed to us. So I'm going to push it towards me. And we're going to go to 340. So that will save us a bit of time. 345, let's try. So that was the index. Make us go a little bit slower on the cruise to save some fuel. So we're going to increase our speed. And when the time is right, that will shorten our trip. You'll see the time above going down a little bit. Let's see what it says there. We have 11 minutes to go only. Well, that's going to get a lot shorter now when we accelerate. Try some of the fuses, copy these, but they actually don't work. Oh, they do. Oh, they do work. These ones don't up here. That's why I got the impression they don't work. There's none there. I'll close the old door there. But they do work. There's the brake fan wheels. So the brake fan's disconnected. So going to give us a warning? No. We'll see what happens when we get down. I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, the brake fan isn't working. What's wrong? We check the circuit breakers. That's very cool. Let's leave those off. Alright. What else can we play with? ADRS, no. Com, no. Wing tank pump 2 supply. Let's not run out. It's very hard to see which is. Oh no, I can see it. Yeah. Hydraulics. Oh, they don't. No. So some of them are active, some of them aren't. These ones are off, I noticed. These ones here. Engine oil pressure and reverser channel. Why are they out? You know? Tipped rear. Oh god, I've done something. Okay, let's put them back out. Shit, which ones were they? Which one? Was it these ones? It's those ones, not these ones. Shit. That message. Tripped rear panel JM. Ah, okay. So it's telling me that it's tripped. CB tripped rear panel J to M. That's some sort of J. J to M. This one. Brake temperature detent unit. Cherokee says you only get a warning when you pull a CB that is monitored. Only the big stuff is monitored. For example, brake fans would not be monitored as it's not important. So you don't get an ECAM warning. Okay, cool. Cool. That would make sense. Let's see what frames are doing here, folks. Because... No. See, it's done it again. Look. Frames are like 20. There's something very strange happening here. Do you know? With a 3080 Ti i9 processor. That's very strange. We should be getting 30 easy. You know? So, if I just hit escape for the moment. General options. Let's, for the moment, go to data here. Now let's just check my stuff here. You see, this resolution could be an issue, but it hasn't been in the past. I have to tell you, it hasn't been in the past. So let's leave that for the moment. Let's try the data here. Let's just switch off online functionality. Oh no, we need that for everything else. What was it I want to switch off? Bing data world graphics, real world traffic's off, live weather is on. Well, I'm going to switch off multiplayer for the moment, okay? Just to see. These don't crash. Oh, the frame rates have jumped up now quite considerably. Why is it taking so long? Okay, go back. Okay, now the frame rates are a little bit better. A little bit better. Not by much though. You know? So let's put multiplayer back on. Lock controls options. So let's put it back on. Let's go to data. And let's switch on multiplayer. Blind save. Resume. The frame rates now are up and down a little bit. Now I do have VSync on, but that's better than it was. Okay, that is much better than it was. Let's see if we can see the others. Probably gone. Oh, look at that, folks. Let's tag up here and see if we can see the boys. I'm straightening the camera. Look at that. Sky Flyer. Just the colours look great. Can't see the others yet. We're going good. Let's see where we are. Now, as you can see, because we've gone so fast, I'm going to descend earlier. So, I said, what, 66 nautical miles out? So, we're not 93 at the moment. So, it did shorten the trip a little bit. Let's clear the message there from before. Temperature on the way down, minus 28 up here. I'm up with the icing on as we go through the clouds. I'm flying now though, Lonely Reaper. Does that work for you, Lonely Reaper, does it? Because that's the way I used to do it until I started with SimBrief. Do hit the like button, folks. That would really help. You know, you can support the channel by loads of ways of supporting the channel. Lots of people have become to get rid of the have become on YouTube become members, which you don't watch. You don't have any ads then when you become a member, as well as other stuff. And the same in Twitch. You don't get watch any ads. There's no ads when you're a subscriber on Twitch. Do you know? Which is nice. But do hit the like button. That'd be great. It'd be nice to have this as a thing. I've learned more. I've more to learn, should I say? I've more to learn. Frame rate's at 36 now. I want them at 30. So the frame rates are good now. And all I did was I came out of online and back in again. So see how that goes. Okay, we want to descend now, so let's try that. I know we're going too fast, but what I'm going to do is 5 miles an hour to descent. So it's going to be a higher distance. So I'm going to go into manage mode about now. Now that's going to go further away, I'm guessing. So we're on our descent then, folks. It doesn't appear to be. All I gotta do is push that button in for a managed descent. And we're descending. 75 miles out. Okay, so we're going to be too fast straight away. But that's okay. We'll get to it. We'll just watch that. Put a bit of brakes on. It's going to ask me now for more drag. Looks more drag there, so let's just do what it wants. There we go. Add a little bit of brakes there. That'll get us down into our speed range. So at the moment, as you can see here, excuse me, that's our descent profile, and our speed should be in between these two magenta lines here for proper speed. And down here, if I go to Prague, tells us we're 1,487 feet too high. Yeah, so we gotta descend to get that much to get back onto our descent profile. So if the speed breaks out, we are gliding. Remember, the engines will be at idle now, and we're on our way in. Now, thinking ahead, I've got my hand on the speed brakes here. Let's see what Prague's saying here. So we're getting to it now. We're getting to it. So let's think about our approach. So my new thing is, when I'm 20 miles out, I'm going to be stum. I'm only going to talk about what I'm doing rather than chatting, looking at the chit chat. At the chat, and then after the chat, after I've landed, then we can go back to the chat when I'm at the gate. So that's my new thing. So thinking ahead. Now we're coming up. See our profile here. There we go. We've got 400 feet to go, it says here. 300. And I'll take off the speed brake now, nice and gently. And we're good. For now. We'll put the LS on. I'm going to check the frequencies. Rod nav. Our frequencies are... I did check this once and they weren't right. I'm going to have a look at the comments now in a sec. I see them there on YouTube. Bear with me. The frequency is 110.9. 110.9 and the approach course is 235. 236. Okay, it's always one out. I don't know why. Have I updated that yet? No, I haven't. So we're good with regards to our nav. More drag, so we're still a bit too high. Okay, let's put on some drag now. Okay, back to YouTube chat now. Key, switch off hydraulic pump or the engine generator. Just don't switch off the two of the same system. Things will get very messy very quickly. You can only get a warning when you put a... Oh, yeah, we're talking about that, yes. Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee says, Gripper, in the NVIDIA control panel, go to the third settings. Change your max frame rate to what your monitor refresh rate. It'll help me in all games. Okay, I'm going to check that because I haven't checked all that stuff for a while. So, NVIDIA... NVIDIA control. And go to the third 3D settings, sorry. 3D settings. Max frame rate. So I should check that because everything's at 30, alright, which is more than enough. So that's all. I'll do that. Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee, thank you very much. We'll definitely do that. Where are we now? 52 miles out, folks. So yeah, here's my thought, Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. So I have two monitors and they're different refresh rates. They're two TVs actually, right? An LG and a Sony, right? So I really should have, I'm thinking, and agree with me here, Mr. Rainbow, same type, same televisions, right? Do I need the same televisions? Because one window has all my web stuff, but the main screen, I think, you know, definitely. I'm not going to use the 3 screens thing because it's too... It's not good for the streaming, but yeah, I have to check that stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I'll check that. Can I do it now? No, I've disturbed this. Let's try that. Let us see. I've got this thing on. No, I'm not going to play with this now because it could destroy the stream. 3G settings. So where do I go? Max frame rate off. Okay, I see it. I see it. So put that to 30. That's what you're saying. I won't do it now though, because I could mess everything up with it. Let's not do that and destroy the stream. But I'm going to leave that window open over here, so I don't forget. Oh. And put that to 30. Because all the cameras I have set to frame rate to 30, etc, etc. Max frame rate, yes. That's it. That's tough. Great. Ian Bevan says, your PC doesn't care if it's a TV or a monitor, but the native refresh rate of them is important. I have a 50-inch TV for FS only, and I'm at 24 frames a second. Okay. Yeah, because with the cameras here, look at this. See these? See the two, one for the dog and one for me? They have to be at 30. It screws things up as well as the sim. So that is one thing I definitely learned back when I had problems, you know. So that is one certainly thing I'm aware of. It's going to ask me for more drag. I'll let you know in a second. Let's just slow down a little bit just to get back. Yeah. Here we go. We are 36 miles to go now, folks. Let's start with, just for the moment, face cam and buttons cam off. We don't need buttons cam for the moment. Let's get some eye candy in before we go, because this transition into the clouds is pretty cool. I'm going to put the icing on now. We're going to try and get that transition into the cloud there, folks, which looks really cool from inside. Microsoft have done a great job. So native refresh rate. So if I get a TV with a high refresh rate, you know, this is a reasonably old television I have here. I've had it for quite some years. Coolest cupcake, says Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. So that certainly improved things, didn't it? I didn't, you know, because I was moving around. Now it's back to 20 frames a second now and again. 24, 25. I think it's mostly updated level, folks. What do you reckon? That's when that started to happen. Okay, we're coming up transition altitude. Let's have approach face now. Bushmage armed. Approach face is armed. LS is on. We have 10 miles to go. Oh, good God. Jesus. Flaps 1. QNH set. I'm coming in. Landing lights to come up. We're all good. Let's arm the approach mode. Well, actually, no, I was a little bit early there, but no big deal. We've got to turn around here, of course. That's silly of me. But we're still good. That's I take those flaps up now. I thought we were going straight in. Brain fart. Brain fart. Flaps are up now. Brain fart. Big brain fart. Oh good, we're in the soup now, it's getting bumpy, folks. I should be zoomed in more here, I couldn't really see. There we go. They're starting coming around there now. We're still on profile, the runway's out here somewhere. Has the weather changed? Let's check. QNH 1007. You see nothing. I love the when you fade out. When you fade away like this, just, you know, you can see the fades out of, you know, fades away slowly with the mist. The clouds. All good. It's taking us very low for an extended period of time. Now, of course, they're going to be vectored in, aren't we, usually? That's the procedure. Lonely Reaper says, I've had to take the flight into my own hands. Yeah, I remember, look, Lonely Reaper, I remember that. Remember, and I still do it from time to time. I go, damn, the hell with this, autopilot's coming off. You know? Coming up in 20 miles out now, ice front.
$2,500.
This Rainbow says, loves coffee says, what's the vector, Victor? Have you clearance, Clarence? I have no clearance. Okay, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing shortly. Please ensure your seat and table is in the upright position and your safety belt is secured. Our cabin attendants will be around shortly to prompt us with the KT passengers. If your baby is screaming during the approach, please ensure they are stored in the soundproof overhead locker. On behalf of the Reaper team and producer Bassett, we would like to thank you for taking a massive risk during this mostly dangerous flight. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna get ready for approach after this turn. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. The other lights are on. Anti-ice is on. Let's arm up. Brakes, auto brakes are on. After this turn out, we're going to start configuring for landing. Full flap landing. Let's get the camera on. $14 miles out. Now I'm ready to hit approach mode now. Approach mode is active. Ooh, just barely see the farmland there, folks. $13 miles to go. Imagine the passengers now going, why are we so low for so long? What's happening? Oh, it's supposed to be too high in the cockpit there. Okay, we are now 12.5 miles out to go. Plenty of time. Plenty of time to get some eye candy in. David White's with us on YouTube. David White, not too bad. I'm good. I hope you're well. Hope you're having a good week. We're on fine. You've just joined us at the right time. Miss Rainbow Loves Coffee says, I was 14 years old when Airplane movie came out. Wow, a long time ago. Yeah, it's one of the best. It's still relevant today. I was very young when it came out. It's still relevant. I showed it to someone actually who was, you know, I didn't think they'd find it funny at all. They were quite young and they thought it was the best thing they ever saw in their life. It was hilarious. The humour. You don't get that humour anymore. You know. 10 miles. Flaps 1. Approach mode is armed. And we're good. I'm going to join the localizer now. We're going to come down here a little bit. That needle will come in here. And we're slowing down as we should. All is good. Eight miles and flaps 2. And gear down. Here comes the gear. Can't see anything yet. Flaps 3 now. 7.8 miles to go. I'm looking here. Figured a little bit early, I guess. One more stage of flaps to go. Chrono says we're only flying for 40 minutes, that right? Probably 45 when we get down, or 44 or something like that. 6.6 miles to go. Lonely Reaper says my autopilot is flying me in circles. 6 miles to go, full flap. I'm going to go manual now. Now I have to adjust this so it's not stupid view. Okay, autopilot is now deactivated. Come on. Okay, we're good. Autopilot's off. Turning a little bit to the left. I'm on 800 feet a minute. The airplane is mine. That wind is a nice headwind, thank God. Nice and smooth at the controls, let's not frighten the passengers. 800 feet a minute now. Get it set up. Got full flaps, gears down, greens. Landing lights on. I see the runway lights, we're good to go. Looking in 99% of the time really here now. As you can see from my eyes. Now I tend in the sim not to look up because I want to just practice the ILS manually. Oh, you got a bing bang. I have to look away now. Black Ice Gabe. Oh wow, you subscribed tier 1 for 2 months in a row now. Thank you very much, Black Ice Gabe. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. That's quite a surprise for Tuesday's stream. Thank you. All of that goes into our kitty for add-ons, you know, all that kind of stuff. That's great, thank you. Okay, I gotta concentrate in the flight here now. 600 feet a minute now, I want temporarily. Hands on throttle. Okay, maybe 500 feet. I gotta watch this. It's very annoying. At the last moment, I get too high, and I don't know why. It's like I think I'm not retarding the throttle soon enough. You know, it keeps too much power on.
500.
Okay, I'm visual now. The wind now is from the left quite severely, 28 knots. So half that, 15 knots is crosswind, which is not good for flight sim. I'm not taking responsibility for this landing. I'm taking the throttle myself now. See there? This is too high now.
Minimum.
That's okay, continue landing. A little bit of power on.
100. 50.
Oh,
40,
it's blowing me off the runway.
20. Retard. Retard.
Here we go. That was a bounce. Going around.
5.
Going around. Car. Flaps are up. One flap. That's right. Gear up. Up to 2,000 feet. I just wasn't happy with the landing, to be honest with you. Gears up. Flaps are at 3. That's frightening for the passengers. Didn't like that at all. Flaps up to 2 now. Gonna fly it manually for a while. Back to climb, speed. Climb power. Sorry, flaps to 2. Flaps up. Auto throttle's engaged again. And I'm going to take over manually here with regards to... Pull that out. 2,000 feet, please. Let's get our heading. We'll go quick turn around. I just didn't like the bounce. I thought that was unnecessary. I just want to try it again. I suppose I didn't have to go around there, but I just wanted to pull that towards me. I just didn't want to autopilot it on, please. There we go. That's going to be a delay. I think we should be higher than 2,000 to go around. Let's go up to 3,000. Flaps are up, gears up. Returning to heading. Oh, leave it at 2,000. No, I don't like that. I'm going to go to 4. Uh, 4,000 feet. Let's go downwind. I've got more problems now. What's going on with the speed? Auto throttle, please. Climb set. It's not registering the... It's not registering that climb power set there. Oh, it is now. Okay. I don't know if it went into the 10 properly or not. Okay, let's continue our turn. 4,000 feet. And now we're turning downwind. Good. Q and H are going to leave as standard. Sorry, not a standard. No, go away. Just stop that. 1007, please. Because we're below transition. Get rid of all those warnings. There's a little circuit break tripping. We leave them armed, the spoilers and the brakes, okay, for the moment. Rude the Great says, I hope you landed in the right place. I didn't. I landed and I bounced. Interestingly enough, a go around, you can still come up, and as you're coming down to go around, that's still a go around, you know. Let's have a look here at the plates here, just out of curiosity. Okay. Now we come down to 2,000 feet. I'm just making busy work for myself, really, aren't I? Back to 2,000 feet. And we turn in and make it a better one. Just gets high in the end, and it's like the auto throttle adds too much power, keeps too much power on. I don't know. So anyway, thank you, Black Ice Gabe, again for subscribing. Dear Felix is with us as well. Oof, he says. Yeah, I know, I didn't like that. That didn't please me. That saddened me a little bit. This is why I went around. So the passengers have the risk to get another bad landing. They do, Icebird. Oh, Icebird, welcome back. Welcome. Dear Felix, you're pulling up too early. Just keep... Yeah, I didn't put up at all. You're putting it too early. Just keep it level or just keep it leveled or below 30 feet. Then retard. Then I have experienced the same problem. Just stay a little low below the ILS and final. Yes, thank you, dear Felix. That's what I did the last time, because I followed the ILS all the way down there, didn't I? And I have to disobey it, basically. I have to come down a little bit lower, and that does fix it for me. Do you know? So we're going to come back in now. We're 10 miles to crow flies. We'll start turning into the ILS now. Oh, I want the buttons. I want to actually have physical buttons. I want physical buttons, folks. It's so messy. It's all the drama, you know. Now I've got to go from here to Luton next. We're in the soup, folks. We're in the soup for sure. I have the autopilot panel, yes. I have the Icebird, but it's not working now today, you know. It's not. Some days it works, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe I have to reload the driver again. Let's try that. Logic Tech drivers. There we go. Now it's lit up. I'm going to put that in heading. Heading. Is that working for me? No. No, it's not. It works some days it doesn't. You can get these actual panels here for the Airbus. That'd be cool, but do they work for the 737 is the thing, you know what I mean? So I'm using my mouse wheel here to turn on to the ILS. Now I'll have to activate that approach again. I can just go direct to AT, this one. Boom. Enter. There we go. So let's not have a bad. It's going to be great for the replay though, but don't forget, I'm not going to play the replay until we get to Luton. And we get to the standard Luton. Then I'm going to do the replay for everything. Okay? We'll analyse it then. I'm sure I could have landed, you know, but I just didn't. I wasn't happy. You know. $12 miles to go. And we're all autopilot out of it. That's all good. Let's get the approach mode armed. I'll be stuck in diesel. That. Okay, 3 more miles to go. So lights are on. Racing's still on. Spoilers are armed. Auto brake is set to medium. I'm going to intercept the ILS down a second. We're below the glide slope. 46 knots from roughly a heading of 240. So we'll have a headwind. But at the last minute, the wind does change heading as you get lower. Flaps 1 now. 9.7 miles to go. Juice of buttons is kicking off. Not intercepted. It's 7:30. Can you believe that? Wow. Started at 6 o'clock. I actually started about 5 just to prepare. Time flies when you're having fun, folks. Just getting my position ready. 8 miles now, flaps 2. Gear down. Why are you accelerating? Why is the aircraft accelerating now? Why is it insisting on keeping 180 knots 7 miles out? Do you know what I mean? Flaps 3. It's not slowing down. I don't know why it's doing that, folks. Does anyone know why it does that? No, I don't use SPAD. See, it's keeping 100. It's keeping 170 knots out there now, you know? This happened to me before. So there's something I haven't done. So now I'm going to have to take over manually entirely. So I don't know why it does that the odd occasion. 5 miles out. Okay, full flaps now, gears down. And I'm going to take over with the throttle as well. Yeah, no. Auto throttle's coming off and autopilot's coming off. See you later. Throttle is mine. Okay, concentrating now. Instead ahead at the moment of 43 knots. 4.4 miles to go. And we're stable for now. And we got in visual with the runway now. All good. Going too slow. There's not a lot of throw on the throttle, so I've got to be really careful. Watch that speed like a hawk. Flight director disabled. Interesting. Just a tiny bit more power. A little bit more power, please. Here's down 3 greens. Full flaps. A little bit more power. I seem to be having a better time land. Oh, I'll shut my mouth. I'll tell you after we've landed. Now the wind is a crosswind from the left. At 20 knots.
$500.
Good. Come on. Get on it again there.
100 above.
Landing power, because I'm going to bring the rows up now, it's going to slow us down.
Minimum.
Get on it. Continue landing. It's just too much throw in the throttle. It's too sensitive. The throttle. It's driving me mad.
Speed, speed, speed.
Yeah, you betcha.
20. Retard.
Oh, get out.
5. Retard.
Not the best landing in the world. Oh, I thought the nose already went down there. There we go. Reverse off. So I'm going to take that as a gusty day. Iceberg says, go around, go around. I know, I do. Oh, brakes off. Oh, brakes off. The last minute there, it's just got a bit out of control. Vertical speed, minus 600 feet. I wonder what... See, I can't see the recording of what my vertical speed was. But I added a better part at the end. It shouldn't be too... We'll see in the replay at the end of the stream, folks. That's what we'll do. So we're going to go to the gate. We're going to turn around. We're going to do the flight plan. We are going to go back to... we're going to go from here to Luton then. And we're golden. We are going to be golden. Welcome to Luton Airport, folks. Oh, great. Here comes someone's coming down this taxiway now. Great. Oh, he's not. Flaps are up. Brakes off. Spoilers disarm. I'm going to slow down to a crawl here. Icing off. Landing lights off. Off. You're on taxi. No, you shouldn't be on taxi. TCAS off. Transponder. Stand by transponder as well. There we go. Let's start the APU. 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. APU started. Right, let's find somewhere to park. Look at all those parked jets. Wow. Okay. Fair enough. So let's see where if it gets to park at a gate somewhere. Let's go to ground. Gas taxi to parking. General aviation. Okay, that's not going to help. Okay, fine. Go away. Now we find somewhere. Let's go up here to the back. Really good. We go up to this next one here. Right, we get this little spot up here. Look, that looks like a nice spot there. We'll have a quick look around Luton. We'll come in where these fellas are here. I'm going to put the brake fan on. Just preparation. We got a marshaller. I love it. Luton, well done. Thank you, marshaller. Oh, it's too late now for me to turn. Okay, a little bit more, a little bit more. Go on, 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 go on. And stop. Parking brake on. We're good. So, okay, fine. Let us make sure. Why does it say VS minus 600? So I had a descent range of minus 600 feet on descent. I'm guessing what that's saying there. Yes. We're in Rotterdam now. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, Clappy T. Yeah, sorry. We're in Rotterdam. What am I saying? We're in Rotterdam, folks. Rotterdam. Paid scenery. There we go. Rotterdam. We're going to Luton. We're going to Luton. Here, let's just have a quick gander around here. What have they done with this? Let's increase the speed very quickly. To full blast. Okay, you know, it's... They got the bridge, I guess. They got the bridge. You know. Small enough airport. I mean, it's smaller than Dublin. By a large measure, isn't it? Do you know? Icebergs for All. Icebergs for All has been very helpful for us, folks. Oh, Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. Thank you so much for the 30 rand. Or the 30 shekels. Number one fan, it says. Thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow loves coffee. We hail you. We hail you big time. David White's with us. The shady fella is up your behind. Oh, you're. Let's see if you can see there. You got the same call as your. There's Ian. There's. I see. Sometimes it doesn't show all the tags. I saw someone behind us in the yellow airplane there. So it doesn't show all the tags all the time. I'll leave the tags on for a bit. You'll sparkle up. Valkyrin is there. I think you're with us. No. Ian Bevo is definitely with us. And that yellow airplane here is definitely with us. So happy days. I leave the tags on for the moment so you'll come up. Thank you so much, Mr. Rainbow. I appreciate it. We very much appreciate that. Brood the Great says, yes, I landed at the wrong airport. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Iceberg for All says, and with the SPAD you can use the online snippets from other users. Iceberg says, and it's easy and fast to have working hardware. For the SPAD, it's important to uninstall the Logitech drivers, else it won't work correctly. It seems like the bridge over troubled water. Yeah, it's a pain. We got a chat there from 1WIRL AD1. Hiya. I know something clever. 1W Relad. Black Aves with the Soak Grip. I'm away. Catch you later. Thank you very much, Black Ice Gabe. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for becoming resubscribing there. Resubbing. Thank you so much. Let's hop into the cockpit and get ready for turnaround, shall we? Okay, so let us do this. So we have the auto throttles off. We don't need you for the moment. Well, they should both be on. So the flight director's turned off there, and there's a lot of stuff I have to do in the go around to figure out. Okay, so let's put the we've got power there. Let's switch off the engines, get rid of all the passengers. Engine number 1, come on off. Engine number 2, come on off. Let's get the passengers off the aircraft. Mass and balance. I have to go out now and get producer buttons, that thing. Deboard. Let's go to ground services. Can we have some stairs, I wonder? So we'll open the left doors. We'll open the left 1 and 2. Stairs, please. Forward stairs. Simbrief's going to load the fuel for us. So for... He's still there, look. Did he not tell us to stop? He did now. He's just standing there. Okay, fine. You do that. You do that. That should have been off the taxiway. We'll turn off the beacon because nothing will happen then. Wing lights off. Nose lights off. Turn off the logo lights for the moment. We can leave those on, no? I'm guessing. And all good. All is well and good. Let's have a look and see if we got the stairs and stuff. And actually, should we not get some trucks and stuff around this airplane? Ground services. Give me baggage. Give me some sandwiches. Oh, we got sandwiches coming. The sandwiches are coming, folks. So what we're going to do, I'm going to run out, give producer buttons a treat. Okay. It'll be about... Oh, I'll only be gone for 40 seconds, you know. We're going to get producer buttons a treat because it's coming up to 8 o'clock and that's when she gets a treat. And otherwise, it's going to be trouble. This darn camera is coming loose on me, folks. It's infuriating, keeps doing that. There we go. We get producer buttons a treat. Producer buttons, would you like a treat? Yes, you would. So we'll be back in 2 seconds and I'll refill my glass and I'll be back right with you. Yeah. Okay, producer buttons, go. Let's go get yourself a treat. Come on, let's go. folks, I'm back. It's time for Producer Buttons' 8 o'clock treat. I know it's not 8 o'clock yet, but it's going to happen. There you go, Producer Buttons. Well done for all your non-work. Okay, so let's hop in here. Let's go to SimBrief and get our flight plan, shall we? Right, SimBrief, where are you? Okay, so up to SimBrief. Do you have GSX? David White asks. I did buy it, David. Yes, and I don't use it. There's all sorts of weird, different things happening in the stream that would stop the stream. Like the FMC wouldn't work anymore, the buttons wouldn't press, and it just caused all sorts of hassle. And I don't have time to find out what it is. So new flight, I don't have time to. So I'm kind of a little bit upset about that. It's not quite ready. It wasn't released. It was released, I think, with bugs. Do you know? And you shouldn't have to be troubleshooting stuff like that, really, I feel. So I'm not using it for the moment. So going from Echo Delta Romeo Delta to Echo Golf Whiskey, which is Luton. Just better make sure it's whiskey. Oh, it's having problems. Let's just double check there. Luton ICAO. Luton ICAO is, I can confirm, it is actually, yes, Echo Golf Whiskey. Great. Airframe type is the A320. Good. I'm going to carry extra fuel on board. It's a bit slow here for some reason. Wasn't this slow earlier on? It was very quick. That's the first time I've seen it like that. You know? Is that strange? Come on, SimBrief. Good. Let's get some fuel on. Extra fuel, should I say. I have more questions now after that go-around. I have lots of questions. I see Icebird's on. We'll see if he's still on. Okay, so let's see the route there. Nice straight line. Oh, look, there's nothing here. There's no routes. There's no routes, folks. Echo? No, I was foolish and unwise. Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. There we got something now. It's a typo. So, putting on numbers. Echo Hotel Romeo Delta Rotterdam. Yes, and we're going to Echo Golf Whiskey. Echo Golf Whiskey. Good. We got our extra fuel on board. No, it just kind of. Oh no. Yeah, 90 minutes. That's fine. Good. Happy days. That looks good to me. Reasonably straight line. Down to Luton. Let's generate that flight. Yes. Generates the flight, and then we can have a look at that. I'm going to write some notes if you don't mind. That is gone. So let's have a look at the flight plan very quickly. I'll cut and paste this if you want to. Let me know in the chat there. Okay. Just minimize that screen there so you can see the chat. Are you going to get the E175? I haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet, David. I don't know. I'll have a look. It looked nice. Iceberg for All says, I'm using GSX since I bought it. It works fine nearly 5% of the time if you treat it right. I'm happy with it. Yeah, I just didn't treat it right, I guess. You have to know. It's not just. I think you have to know a bit of behind the scenes stuff, and I just don't have time for it at the minute. But I will get it working again. You know. Excuse me. So we're taking off runway 24. The SID is... what happened is, Iceberg, because you haven't been on for a while, what happened is I streamed with it twice. And it just kept messing up the sim. And I couldn't continue the stream, which is even worse. I don't mind if I'm playing around at home. But when I'm streaming, it kind of stopped the stream. You know? And that angered me. which is a bit of a problem, you know. Coming into runway 25, and our flight level is 20,000 feet. Flight level 230. So that's all that done. Great, happy days. Let's reload everything then. So, boom. Let's get passengers on board. Mass and balance. Does it have the stairs out, didn't it? Yes. Mass and balance. Load the aircraft. Let's do an instant load. Good. So, okay, and let's. It didn't show. Oh yeah, sorry, you're talking amongst yourselves there, I think. Warrior Hawk, greetings to you and Ian Babington's. He says, did it show? I think you're talking about GSX there, are you? It just didn't. It didn't show up. You know, but I'm sure they'll clean things up. I won't go into it. Let's put it that way. 60.3, 30.9. Well, let's just load our flight plan first. Let's clear here. I don't know what that means there. A lot of stuff going on here, folks. Init request. I got to update my database as well. Init request. Flight number 2. Class instance. We'll do 50 for shits and giggles. Cruise level is 20,000 feet. Flight level 200. Let's go across to our mass and balance there. 60.3 and 30.9. 60.3 and 30.9. Boom. Lock fuel, 60.3, 30.9. John C's with us as well. Greetings, John C. Ian Bevan says your anger to GSX didn't show. Oh yeah, I was very angry. I just can't. You can't afford for it to be flip flopping around in a stream. So I'm gonna have to try it again at some point. Look, I wrote, and they were just not very nice. Let's put it that way. Not very nice. Okay, good. Let's get the weather in here. Let's reload for the next flight. Import for next flight. There we go. Boom. Departure. Echo Hotel Romeo Delta. Great. And let's get our departure speeds here. Let's go to performance and get our V speeds here. Let's go to the main menu here. Departure brief. And well, no, we're taking off runway 24. Surface is wet. Flaps 1. Toga. Yes. Well, certainly. Anti-ice off. Anti-ice will be. What's the temperature? +9. So anti-ice. I don't know. I think we put it on because that's. Yeah, let's put the anti-ice on just to be safe. I would imagine that would happen. Packs are on. That's all good. Sync and calculate. These speeds 114.146. 146. So it's a short runway, folks. It's a short runway. Down 2, and we're going full power. So flaps 1. Down 2. So down 0.2 flex plan, we don't need to worry about. Happy days. Let's go to flight plan. Let's get our departure here. Departure, we're going to depart at 24, and the standard instrument departure is going to be SOM 2B. SOM 2B. There we go. Boom. Insert our arrival into Luton Airport. Remember the song? I play it for you, only no copyright claim. Runway 25 ILS, thank you. I'll take that. And a log on to A. Log on to A. Okay, to A. It dropped the N for some reason, I don't know why. Insert, let's have a look at that. Let us go to plan mode. 20 miles out would be fine. And let's just go to that. Make sure there's no discontinuities. Boom, 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 boom. Over the channel there. Boom. And in nice straight in approach. Happy days. I'm like that. That pleases me. I'm now pleased. Officially pleased. Let's go to arc mode and 10 miles out. And let's get this puppy started. Let's get rid of all the chocks and cones and stairs and things. So we'll come down to ground services. Come on, ground services. Jalpan's with us. He says, how are you, Jalpan? I hope you're doing well. At the moment, the E75 seems like... Sorry, you asked that already, didn't you? At the moment, the E75 seems like a fancy livery with awful default systems. Livery... Oh, A with... I don't know. It looks good. Oh, it's $40. Okay. Well, you know, it's going to be study level. Is it close to study level? If it's study level, it's worth usually it's £100. Do you know? So we don't have the ground power unit. We don't need you. We don't need the chocks and cones. That's the stairs away. Close all the doors. Let's see if they're just... Oh, they just disappear. Okay. Right, we're going to need pushback now, folks. So let's get the pushback going. Let's put on the beacon light. Beacon light is on. Strobes on auto. We leave the rest of the lights off for the moment. Safety belt signs are on. All the pumps are on. All that kind of stuff. Great, great, great. Let's go with that. And let's get pushback.
Welcome to this mostly uncomfortable and exhausting flight. We will be taking off shortly. We ask that you fasten your seatbelts and stow your loud babies in the overhead soundproof lockers. Those of you with large oversized ugly babies can stow them under your feet. We also ask that your seat and table ties are in their upright position for takeoff. Please ensure all personal electronic devices, including laptops, cell phones, and powered sexual implements are powered off. Smoking is prohibited throughout this flight, but we will serve large amount of alcohol to ensure that your intoxicate levels are high for those of you who are feeling unruly. Alcohol is provided to ensure your personal intoxication and dehydration on arrival. Those of you who are mentally compromised will also be offered alcohol, but smoking e-cigarettes is mostly definitely prohibited. This will make sense to us for some reason. Thank you for choosing Reaper Team for your
on now.
and we hope you enjoy this journey with us.
We can start the engines. Number 2 first. Onto ignition and engine to start. We're getting this tripped rear paddle J to M. J to M. Oh no, they were already out there like that. Shall I push them back in again? N. Oh, these two. That's what. And these were like that when I got here. Okay, so it's a brake wheel. Brake fans. Start valve not open. Oh yeah, okay. Interestingly enough, let's have a look at the wheel here. Okay, we're all good. The brake's fine. Let's switch it off now. Okay. Excellent. Let's have a look at Navograph here. Let's start up engine number 2 as well. Or sorry, and the second engine number 1. Good. You're all good. They're both going to kick off now. Oh, hang on. Yep, that happened. That happened. It did. I didn't have the APU bleed on. I'm very bold. That's what happens when you ignore your checklist. You don't have a checklist. That's what happens. I'm sure I'm not the first person in the world to do it. I wonder what happens if you do that in a real airplane. Do you get into trouble for that? Does it mess things up? Is it just, you know? Is it a big deal? Do you know, it's all recorded nowadays, isn't it? Engine number 1 now starting. You know, is it a big deal? Is it like, does it happen? I wonder. I hear things happening. Let's have a look at the... I'd love to hear the angry dogs. I think you can only hear the angry dogs in the cabin, I'm guessing. Yeah, Valstrom now, he's need AP bleed grip. I know, I kind of realised that there. And it was, you know, it was kind of, you know, embarrassing a little bit. But, you know, let's learn by mistakes. Oh, yes, okay, I don't know where I am, and I don't know how to get the hell out of here. So let's go to our trusty navgraph here. Let's get to the taxi plates, please. And let's find our way to the airport, or to the runway. This one here. Good. So we're taking a runway 25, so we're going to come out here to the left down here, and up. We're going to follow up Victor up to the top, and off we go. That's where we're going, so I have an idea of where we are. Excellent. Both the engines are all good and available. Happy days. So that's nice. Let's get some lights on here. Boom. Taxi. Don't need those yet. We don't need APU bleed anymore. We don't need the APU master anymore. So that's off, and we can taxi. Okay, so is that it? That's it, folks. Really? Okay, let's add a little bit of power and get out of here. So, park and break off. Park and break off. Come on. Some random Phillips with us. Hey, some random Phillip and Warrior Hawk as well. I hope 2023 would be the greatest year for you and your channel to grow insanely. Oh, Warrior Hawk, thanks. What a nice thing to say. Thanks, Warrior Hawk. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going as much as I can. You know. So I'm kind of learning the Airbus. I think I've learned. I'd like to break things though. But we can. And I want to go to the 737. You see, being perfectionist is not a good idea, isn't it? Sometimes that's not a good idea. I must start doing the 737 again. Do you know? For a bit of variety. But I think most of you like the Airbus, because when I had the 737 on, you're going, oh, what's this? What's going on? Where's the Airbus now? Maybe I'll stick to the Airbus. You know? I don't know. Because the A380 is coming out, and isn't the A330 around is that not coming out? Isn't all different Airbuses and things coming out, folks? Wouldn't it be wise to just learn one aircraft? I think it'd be foolish to go for the 737 now. Wouldn't I? Do you know? So I'm just thinking now, the issues I had. It disabled all the flight directors for the approach and all that kind of stuff that time. And I'm wondering why I did that and what I should be doing proper. The go around. That's the oh, don't go into the runway gripper soon. That's the high speed turn off. No entry, it says. There, we're going the right way. So the Airbus, when more of them comes out, there won't be such a high learning curve. I'll just continue learning. Do you know what I mean? So let's put our auto brake to max. Auto brakes to max. We'll arm our spoilers. Put down our 10 flaps for takeoff, or flaps 1 for takeoff, should I say. That's me talking Cessna language. And let's do takeoff config. Press the takeoff config. And it looks like it's all normal here. That's all good. Safety belt signs should be on. They're all on. Good stuff. She can give her safety brief now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and we're going to Luton.
On behalf of the crew, I ask that
Luton
you
Airport.
direct your attention to the monitors above as we
183. Another quick flight.
to remind you of possible horrific deaths
So that's the
during
first
this
time
flight.
I've done 3 different
There are 6 emergency exits
airports
for this aircraft.
on the stream
Take a minute to locate the exit
without a
closest
checklist.
to you. When you are in
Valstrom
the
says the A330 is a beast. Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out. That's going to be great crack.
your possible trunk episode
You know,
during this flight.
the other
Should the
aircraft.
cabin experience sudden pressure loss, stay calm and
Some rather Philip says, who's making the A380? I know Fly-by-Wire is working on the A380, and someone is making it an A220. Fly-by-Wire is making the, as far as I'm aware, is doing the A380. I don't know about the A220. The recording's still on, Clappy D, yeah. We do it all at the end, including the go-rounds and all that messages. Well, it does record for quite a bit, you know.
In the unlikely event of emergency landing and
So go on.
evacuation, leave your carry-on items behind.
It'll go forever.
Flight routes and located below your
Well.
seat, and emergency lighting will lead you to your closest
Rotterdam, The Hague
exit.
Airport.
Please be aware, if you are intoxicated, you will be unable to carry out any of these instructions. This also makes sense to us for some reason.
I'm gonna use the whole runway,
Thank you.
seeing as it's such a short runway. I'm gonna use the whole thing. All the way to the end. The takeoff's config's good. Got 10 flaps, or flaps 1. Let's slow down here a little bit. Let's get the radars on. Oh, move forward a little bit. I didn't want to stop altogether. Transponder and TCAS is on. Oh, predict wind shear's off. Come on. Predict wind shear's off. Gotta zoom in every time. So it is. Here we go. Okay, on we go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Having a look. It's a bit choppy, sounds to me there. I don't know what it looks like to you. Let me have a look here. Something we do there. There we go. Ah! See what happens when you look away? You see what happens when you look away, folks. There we go. Those are runway. We're going full toga. Pity my buttons don't work. Let's make sure both flight directors are on. We're going to 20,000 feet. Transition altitude is 1,000 feet. 3,000 feet. Okay. And we're good to go. Okay, let's start the chrono. And rostrum. Yes, I followed the proper procedure. Okay, up to 50%. No time to. I'm going to bear with me now with the comments. 50%. Good, good, good. That's stable. And up to all the way to toga. Nice and gently. Forward of the stick. Let me check my cameras now that I have on my cameras where they should be. No, I don't. Forward on the stick. Ah, get on the center line, grip sim. 100 knots now. Relax the pressure on the stick. V1, we're going. That wind is coming from the left. And rotate. Oh, it's so messy. So messy with that crosswinds. Gear is coming up. I'm good, waiting for 1500 feet now. Take my turn. Flaps up. Switching to climb descent. And autopilot on. Let's have a look outside now. You see the runway? No, it's gone. Long gone. Long gone. Okay, autopilot's doing as it should be doing. It's very dark in here. Thrust climb. OP climb. OP climb. OP climb. OP climb. That's something new. Ah, stop that. OP climb. No an OP climb. So we're in standard. Okay. Going to 20,000 feet. Well, that seems fine. Just couldn't figure out what OP climb. Operator climb. What's OP mean? OP climb. Flaps are up, gears up. And my television wants to turn off. As always, at this time. There we go. I'm going to get some real estate here, and I'll be back in a minute with my face. Just start switching my face off. Off you go, face. And get that cam off there. So let's do our... Get rid of all our stuff here. Get you off. Come off. We disarm spoilers. Disarm brakes are disarmed. And after takeoff checks complete. Have I forgotten something? I don't think so. I think we're all good, folks. Uh, 173 miles to go. Just a quick hop across the channel. There's something I've forgotten. Is there something I've forgotten? We're coming to 10,000 feet now, so we can switch off the landing lights. Seatbelt signs off.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may realize your safety belts and stumble around the cabin.
Iceport for all. Thanks for coming back, Iceport for all. It's great to have you back. He says, I'm using GS. Oh yeah, I read that already and you're happy with it. Okay, sorry. Let's see what you're saying earlier on.
While left it do now to defecate is beyond us. Thank you.
We were talking about SPAD. Okay, good. Fastrup says, I'm sure Gripper will show you the relevant section when he gets into cruise. If you ask him, he's good like that. So what was the question there? Open climb. Oh, James Young says open climb. OP climb. So what is open? What is okay? Open climb. So what does open climb mean? Is it not managed climb or something like that? No. Open climb. Thrust is set to climb to tent. Oh, maybe I just never noticed it. Do you know? So now I have to read up an open climb, what that means. So I just scratched the surface of this machine. So 60 miles out, we're going to start our descent. Let's put some weather in here. Jalpino says, I think it means open climb, same as level change in the 737, meaning max climb thrust is used for the climb while pitching for speed. Okay. So, managed. Okay, I just didn't notice it then, probably, you know. Okay, great. Let's look outside. Ooh. Why is it always I want like that? Now, one thing I did forget, folks, and I apologies for that, right, is this. Ah! Sorry about that. It closed down for some reason. Now it's up again, so we don't have the right information in here. Now we'll get proper readings up the top. Frame rates have improved. No, I have it stuck at 30 on purpose. It's not going to give us something on top now. No, it won't give us time to go. It usually does give us time to go. Oh, excuse me, my fault. My fault. There we go. There we go. Time to go 21 minutes. At the top there. There we go. Let's get ready for our approach. Hi, flight. Arrival into Luton. QNH is 1,000. Oh, more bad weather. More bad weather. Which I do like the low vis. I'm not having a good landing day today, so far. So, let's read the weather. Cockpit Golf Whiskey is the ICAO identifier for Luton. It was issued on the 10th of 1950 Zulu. Auto-generated weather. Wind is coming from 210 degrees at 18 knots. Forward visibility is 3,500 metres, 3.5k. Light rain and drizzle. Overcast 600 feet. Temperature and dew point is the same, so we're going to get overcast weather. QNH is 1,000. Red Z. Can't say I've seen that before. Interesting. I wish I had a look up. I have to find another lookup thing, because loads of different codes that appear out of the blue. Oh, rain and... No, Red Z. I don't know what that is. Or EDDL. Rain and drizzle? I don't know, but it should be RA. It's always the one that catches you out. Anyway, we'll find out what that is at some point. Let's get that in. Right, QNH 1000, I'm going to put it in here. Good performance. Next phase. Next phase. Next phase. 1,000. Temperature was 11, wasn't it? Let's not guess. Temperature was 11. Wind is 210 and 18 knots. There we go. Transition is 6,000 feet. I'm going to write that down. Great, that's written down. Our minimums. Oh, wrong wrong thing. Coming to Luton, our approach is going to be for 25 ILS. 25. Ooh, got 3. I'll take that. If the wind is too dodgy, that's a cheat for me. 3,000 feet is our base. Great. Temperature. Good. Yeah, okay, that's nice. So our minimums. I'm going to put in the minimums for Cat. I'm going to put it in for Cat 1, okay? More than likely I'll take over manually. So I'm going to put in Cat 1 minimums. Okay, so that's 708 feet. So 708 feet it is. 708 into the barrow. Done. And that's the go around. Yeah, let's have a look at the go around just to... This approach climb to 2,000 feet, climb straight ahead to D15 ILJ India Lima Juliet, which is here. Outbound track or 1,500 feet, whichever is later, then turn left onto track 088, which is here. Continue to climb to 3,000 and is directed. Okay, so we probably come to the hold here over Luton here. That would be an NDB hold, an ADF hold. And that's all programmed into the computer, which is amazing. Okay, so that's all good. I'm happy with that. While we're just at 20,000 feet now, just check my rad nav here and we'll just check the frequencies because, you know, the ILS is 109.15, 109.15, and our approach course is 254, and our approach course is 254. So great. Have you got that loot plugged in there? No? Why not? ADF is frequency 345. Oh. Can I pin it to the top? 345. Sorry. Yeah, 345. Or I can put a loot maybe. L-U-T. L-U-T. 345. Very nice. So we can play with that. You can hold manually. We can do the hold manually if you so choose. Back to flight plan. We're now 121 miles out. We want to descend at 60 miles out, and all is looking well. Cruise checks. That's all fine. Didn't load the fuel. Didn't load the fuel. Yes, it did. Good. All the fuel's there. And we're happy. We're fat, dumb and happy now, folks. Let's have a look outside now. There we go. Let's have a look at the chat. Let's just zoom out a bit. It's a bit loud in my ears anyway. I'm going to tack up, see if you can see the boys here who's following along, because I haven't seen you. I've seen one or two. I thought there was more following along. I can't see anyone yet. EasyJet. This is a livery from flightsim.to. Interesting enough, I never looked around the cabin. So let's have a look around the cabin here. Apparently they got nice stuff going on. Alright, they got the EasyJet livery, folks. Internals. No, that's not what I wanted. Alt forward arrow. There we go. That gives a better view there. Yeah, so they got the cabin for the EasyJet. What's this? Sit back and set, and we'll offset, whatever that means. EasyJet. Eat, drink, shop. Yeah. Yep. Nice coloured seats, EasyJet. Nice one. I like the little orange trim there. You know. The signs work as well. Which is very nice. It's quite cool. Really nice. Let's have a look at the chat. Okay, let's have YouTube here. Moderate heavy drizzle. Okay, I can't say I've seen it before. At least in Ireland, you know, I've never seen it. Because when you travel to different places, they use different codes, you know. Okay, we're all good. Luton Airport. Let's get that view sorted out here. Control shift, back to the cockpit. Decelerate. There we go. If I remember this correctly, I know we're going a bit fast. But, yeah, it does. Let's just wing it. Let's just wing it. Let's zoom out a bit and see where we're descending here. Oh, it's not giving me a descent. It's not giving me the little arrow. Interesting. There'll be nothing wrong with cost index 50. I'm guessing. It's not giving me that little arrow. Oh, it is. Maybe I just can't see it. Maybe I'm just zoomed out too much. I can't see it in there. Okay. Oh shit, decelerate means you pass your top of descent. Green dot on PDF. Oh yes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Really? Shit. Shit. Oh no, here it is, here. There it is. Oops. There it is, there. Interesting. No, but still. Oh, it's down here, yeah. I passed it already. Wow. I thought it'd be about 60 miles out. We'll put some drag out. I'm used to fixing this now at this stage, you know? Oh, you shouldn't be there. No, you should not be there. You should be here. There we go. Okay, okay, fair enough. Oops. Oops. That's what happens when you're busy chatting. I thought it'd be 60 miles up, but then I was going very fast, wasn't I? So my little thing didn't work there very well at all. 84 miles to go. We'll get back on it. We are, let's see how high we are. No, Prague. 5,000 feet too high. 5,500 feet too high. Oops. So, I think he was saying speed up and you get down faster. Let's do that then. No, I want to be in control of the speed. .52, 5.1. Okay, we're going to get back on. We're going to back on track. So, yeah. So accelerating a little bit. 250 knots at the moment. Accelerating to 300. I don't think we'll need to accelerate to 300. Do you know? But we've been back on profile here, so that's fine. That just caught me off guard as well. So we are now only 3,800 feet, 7 feet, 3.7, 3.6. Okay, let's get the camera back on. Boom. Boom. All good. There's the coast of the UK.
We ask that you take your drinks to your seat and fasten your safety belt. We'll be offering more drinks shortly. Also, we would like to take this time to thank you all of our subscribers and members for supporting
2,000 feet not too high, so we're going to make it around about this squiggly little line here. That's where we'll be good. Good. Foster says send the F outside to walk around. He keeps messing you up. Yeah, I'm getting no help from the you know, first officer. But the blue line shows where you will regain. The profile says James Young. The blue line. This one here, isn't it? Yeah. That's handy to know, isn't it? So now when I hit that, I can pretty much do it now. I can go back to manage mode of the speed by pulling this out. Oh no, pushing it in. I'm getting tired now. It's been a long day-ish. So let's double check the... I just put an altitude there. 3,000 feet is the base of the ILS. That's fine. We're set there. The transition altitude is 6,000 feet. And now we're coming onto profile here. So there's the dot there. Here. It's getting a little bit further away, but we'll get it. We are... Speed limit exceeded. Oops. Have we passed 10,000 feet? I'm in trouble. Brakes coming out. That'll be a board meeting there, won't it? There we go. 9,000 feet. Brakes are off now. Landing lights on. I think I'm a bit early with these lights, no? Is that the checklist? Now we're sucking diesel. Speed's a bit slow. Speed brakes are back in. Cheddar Key says P45 in the post. Yeah, you'll probably get a message here. Isn't this? You can get a message here. You know, saying, is this where the messages come in? I don't know. P45 in the post. Or call the tower when you get down. So it's reason it's adding power now is because we need to be at flight level 8 here. So it's not really descending, that's why it's adding some power. So I didn't need all those brakes in the end, did I? So now I'm just wasting fuel. Good. Let's have a look outside. Let's get the LS on here. And get ready for approach mode. 60 miles to go, you know. We're quite away. We're quite away, you know. We're over at the coast now of the UK. A bit sunny here. Nice and sunny. You know. Coming over to the south of England. Oh, very nice. Cherokee says, yeah, that's called CPLDC, Controller Pilot Data Link Computer. Essentially a text machine for ATC pilot messaging. Okay, so that's what that is. So the company give you different text to the FMC, isn't it? The flight management computer. Cool. Interesting. Cherokee, you know an awful lot. I should spend more time not streaming but learning stuff on it. Let me get Airbus for Dummies to start with. That makes some easy reading. So if it's company message, I'm guessing it comes in here. MCDU. That's it. Which is a bit of a track to get to. The comm menu, is that it? No. ECU menu. Here, messages. Did we get any received messages? Yeah, company message here, whatever that means. So I'm presuming I'm going to receive messages here. Arrival message. Load sheet. Oh, you got to accept the load sheets. I see. Okay, arrived, great. Load sheet. What's this one? Send ADC for 124 minutes. 10:24 minutes. CAC delay card on the company tablet. Allocate as per. Well, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Interesting. So what pain in the neck that can send you messages? Do you know? We're coming to our restriction now, and then it's straight in approach. Into Luton, the wind up here is 45 knots. The wind at Luton is probably a little bit. Let's recheck the weather here. Let's check it again. 210 and 18 knots. So 210. We're coming in here. 210. It's going to be. We're going to have a little bit of a crosswind from the left. 18 knots. So half that. You know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 or so. Or sorry, 7 or whatever. 7, 8. So it shouldn't throw us off the runway, I'm thinking. Cherokee says for company messages, it's received via the ACARS printer. Yes, this doesn't have the printer model yet. There's the printer there, folks. It's great. You get it on the Fenix. The Aircraft Communications Addressing and Reporting System. ACARS. Flight plan? Cherokee says so. CPDLC is for messages here from ATC, whereas ACARS, which is down here I was looking at earlier on, is for a message from the company. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, Cherokee. Okay. So just to recap there, I may have missed that. Black Ice Cape, I hope you're still with us. So Black Ice Cape gifted a sub tier 1 to Icebird for all, right? So thank you, very generous, Black Ice Cape. Also, he resubscribed here, tier 1 for 2 months in a row now, a total of 3. Before that, 2 hours ago, Patrick Blewinska has subscribed. Thank you very much, Patrick. Hope you're enjoying it. We're running something with us. Have I learned anything new today? No, I have not. But it's confidence to have these smooth flights where nothing goes haywire. You know, you call this flight a confidence builder, except for the landing. You know, the landing wasn't great on the go around. We're going to have a few go arounds to watch. We're going to have one go around, one landing, and this landing. So we have one go around, 2 landings, and I think we need to take off. So they're not really exciting, are they? Unless you want to see the takeoffs, let me know in the chat. Do you know? Let me know in the chat. So this is quite a. We've been to 3. We're going to have been to three different places today. Now we can start descending past 7,000 feet or 8,000 feet. There it is. Oh, don't break an Airbus. 8,000 feet. So next job is transition altitude, and then we're on to the approach. Take the camera off for a moment here. I'm going to refill my glass, if that's okay with you folks. I'll put the camera back on when I come back in. Or actually, no, that's okay. We've got so much there. Valstrom says, did you learn something, Gripper? The FO is a balloon. Yeah. I guess you make a good point, Valstrom. You know, it's one pilot operations. Whereas there's a little bit of a play going on between the two of them. You know, double checking everything and you know, because you know you'll be something happen, take off or whatever, and you'll forget to switch the lights off, for example, and the first officer will, you know, or the captain will remind you, oh, just flick off the lights there, will you, etc., etc. You know, with the APU on and all sorts of things. No messages here. Can we clear that company message thing? Oh, fuel. Why is it? Oh, sorry, I thought that was a warning. No, it wasn't. That's silly of me. Fuel is good. It's a long approach. "31 miles to go, 11 miles to me paying attention." Watson says, indeed, exactly why I have 2 people up front. Okay, just sitting here fat, dumb and happy. TA only, yeah, I want that in case there's any traffic. Because I do have the traffic mod running. I'm going to call it the fly-by-wire traffic mod because I can't remember that long acronym. Too many acronyms in aviation, folks. Okay. I'd say we have another about 5 minutes, I'm thinking, before we touch down. Then we got the replays to look at. It's a long stream today. 2 hours 50 minutes into it now. I love the way they've done that fog. You know, I love that. It's just the haze. Just looks brilliant. It seems a little bit busier flying these jets than it does the GA. You know, GA seems very... You're sitting there with nothing really to do and check on. You know? Let's hop into the cockpit here before we miss something. You're always checking something on these. And I can't wait for the ATR to come out, because Colonel Clink loves the ATR. One is here. 1,000, please. Come on. I want to press. It's going to give out to you now. Here we go. Transition altitude and QNH is set and double checked. 1,000. And will we need some icing? You know what? I don't think so. We're +4 now, so I don't think we need any icing. Okay, 22 miles out to the ILS. It's on approach mode. I'm a little bit late with that, I think. Activate approach phase, should I say, not mode. Activate approach phase. Approach mode is over here. I suppose I can activate that now, no? I don't see the glide slope yet. Floppy D says, coming up on 20 miles out, ice front, Cripper. I am ice front now. Just a little bit concerned why I don't see the localizer. Maybe it's a thing, I don't know. So approach phase is activated and approach mode on the autopilot's activated. 3,000 feet, 2,000 feet to go. Let's have a look at those plates again. Oh, we can do a Cat 3. We can do a Cat 3 if we wanted to. Now for a Cat 3, should I not have the radio on? 50 feet. Let's put 50 feet in the radio. Will we do a Cat 3, folks? Let's do a Cat 3. Am I going to get more call-outs now is the thing. No lights up yet. There's the glide slope. So the common mistakes I've been making actually, that I haven't done the last week or so, or last few days, the last week or so I think, is not activating the approach phase in time. I didn't realise you got to do it way off, right? And also you can put this on a lot earlier, the approach phase. The Airbus, so there's something. Produce buttons is kicking off because for some reason. 14 miles out now, getting ready for approach. It's getting bumpy now. 50 knots. Japson says, chat tip. Zoom in on the chat. Control plus mouse wheel. The chat becomes somewhat more readable. What's the difference? So we're going to do an auto land. I haven't done that for a while. We have a head, which should be fine. So I think Cherokee, my landing's coming in, just coming below the glide slope, because I did that a few times last week and it worked out beautifully. I just keep obeying the ILS. Is it a thing they got to fix? Let's say it's something they got to fix. Now producer buttons is going crazy. No producer buttons. Always on final. Producer buttons kicks off. 12 miles to go. Always on final. Oh, the cameras are off. Let's put them back on. Producer buttons here kicking off again because she knows I'm coming in on final. And she's going to distract. I don't know if you can hear the noises she's making. Ow! 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 Stop that! She scratched my arm quite significantly there. Get down! Get down. Good talk. Please. Good talk. Good talk. Good talk. Okay. Flaps. Flaps. Flaps 1. Just buttons is kicking off, folks. Thank God for Autoland. Keep scratching me in the same place, buttons. And don't make me to bring you to the vet to file your nails because you don't like that. I don't think dogs like that, buttons. 9.6 miles to go. We're a little bit below the glide slope. She is as cute, Warrior Hawk. She's as cute as buttons. She's a very cute dog. Beagles are great, I've learnt. Can I get that camera so you can see her a bit better there? Okay, so we're on Autoland. I love the sound of the turbulence. Pretty much a headwind now. But that'll change when we get lower, possibly.
2,500.
The wind does change when you get closer to the ground due to surface friction. You know, it increases as you get higher and decreases in heading as you get lower. So it's probably going to be roughly about 210 perhaps, or 220 or something like that when we get lower, possibly. Okay, so we're on the ILS. We've captured 7 miles to go. Flaps 2, gear down. Gears in transition. I want the lights on. Yes, I have. A bit late for herself to talk about the approach.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be landing shortly. Please ensure your feet and tables is in the upright position.
6 miles to
and
go.
your safety belt secured.
Flaps.
Our cabin attendants
Flaps
will be around
3.
shortly to prop up intoxicated passengers.
I'm using my controls here.
Screaming during the approach,
Physical
please
controls. Here comes the rain.
stored in the sound room of
God.
Wed Local. On behalf of Reaper team and producer Button, we would like to thank you for taking a massive risk during this mostly dangerous flight. Thank you.
2,000 feet. Full flaps now. Ooh, it's bumpy. It's struggling to get in, folks. It's struggling. Struggling. All the way down. 3 miles to go. Aircraft is struggling. We have a crosswind. 210, as expected.
1,000.
I see trees. I see the mist. This is so cool. Can see nothing yet. 1,200 feet. There, I see the lights now. We're good to go. We're good to go. We're on it.
500.
Engines are moving. The throttle's moving quite a lot. Is it moving this in there? No, of course it doesn't. It's not a 737. We're on the poppies. Jesus. It's bumpy.
100
There's my
above.
50 feet.
100.
There's the call outs.
Minimum 30, 20, 10. Retard.
There we go. There we go. Oh, get on. Stay on the runway. Stay on the runway. That's that crosswind thing. Stay on the runway. I'm braking on the right. Braking on the right. That's that bug, the crosswind bug, folks. Wow. Wow. I'm going all the way to the end. So that's the crosswind bug. I'm telling you. That was not the worst crosswind in the planet. The minute you get in the ground, it's all over the shop. That's going to be interesting in the replay, folks. Let's turn around. I love the TCAS went off there. That was pretty darn cool. I'll turn around, turn around. Don't worry, producer buttons. We'll be going out soon. She wants to go out and get something to eat, don't you? So that was a tricky landing. Wow. I'm surprised I even kept it on the runway there. I think I hit a few lights as well. Do you know? Do hit the like button, folks, if you so choose. And before you go, again, I'd just like to thank Black Ice Gabe for resubscribing on Twitch. And also, oh, there's a few more there. There's he subscribed to tier 1, and he also gifted a sub to Icebird for all, and also Mr. Rainbow Loves Coffee. He super chatted 30 shekels. Thank you so much. Nighthawk, oh my god, it was a disaster, but you handle it well. It's a bug, guys. Because I tried this in the Cessna, right? I was convinced there was something wrong. Flaps up now. Brakes are off. Disarmed. We'll get the... it's disarmed. Okay, that's fine. Lights comes off. That goes to taxi. Let's disarm the TCAS there. To standby, and the transponder to standby. And the radar's off. The predicted wind shear off. So yeah, I'm convinced it's a bug, and I'll tell you what I did. I went into Cessna 172 and 150 and the Cherokee and stuff, and I fly those all the time in crosswinds. In Irish crosswinds now, and it's quite bumpy in Ireland at times. And it just was completely off. Completely off. Once you hit the ground, it was completely off. And these were 15 knot crosswinds, which is nothing, really. And it was completely off. So I'm convinced it's the same with the jets. I thought they'd fixed it, but I wish it was me, so I would know how to fix it. But it is very dodgy. Now, where are we going to park? Where are we going to park? Let's ask them. We'll activate our little friend here. Luton ground. Taxi to gates, please. Great. I'll follow the yellow brick road to make it easy on myself. I'm getting a bit tired now. Well, there we go. So this is Luton Airport, paid airport, a very good one. It looks really damn cool. It's great to come into these different places. It makes all the difference when you come into these places, and it's got all the, it's the airport you expect it to be. Do you know? I mean, the standard airports are fine in Microsoft Flight Simulator, but for streaming, certainly, it's great to have them. So I'm trying to build a collection, and I am building a collection because of all you guys super chatting and subscribers and members and YouTube and all that kind of stuff, which is great. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do it. This is all about the eye candy. Let's follow that yellow brick road there. Oh, thank you, Clappy D. He's just shared a link there on the YouTube for Subtle Taxi Ribbon. So you see the yellow lines? You see that? You just follow those, and it's great. So it brings you right to your parking spot. Earlier on I was saying Heathrow. It was amazing. You see the green lights? They go to the right here for that taxi. Go straight ahead. But in Heathrow, it appears if he wants you to go to the right now, all the other ones will turn off, and it'll just keep lit up the green. She just kept saying follow the green. I was amazed by that. That's pretty cool. Don't worry, producer buttons will be another 10 minutes. Can you see her there? Barely. Barely. I'm going to change my setup as well, folks, at some point. I can't get the camera to see producer buttons. I can't. I have a wall to this side of me here, and I need to get more space for cameras and stuff, so for the feature. So I'm going to move my whole rig to behind me here. And there's going to have to be lots of changes in here, so it'll be better quality. Also, what I have to do is really bugging me. I want to get those alerts fixed, because sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I know the bits and pieces. So it'll certainly take a week to move everything around. I have no doubt about that. But I'll let you know in plenty of time. Maybe less than a week. It might take a day. I don't know. But I'm going to warn everybody for a week. Right? I'll be off for a week. But that's not straight away. That's God knows when that'll be. Jeez, the buttons, you're very consistent. Where are they taking us now? I think I'm bringing us halfway around the world now again. Okay, it's in here. Luton Airport. Yes, buttons. Oh. See, look away for a second, folks. Look away for a second. Okay, it's got to be into my right here. That's where we're going. Come up. Producer buttons, please. Just take a second. It'll take 5 minutes. I think she wants to go to the loo, folks. You know. 3 hours and 5 minutes now I've been streaming for folks. So one of the longest streams I've done during the week. You know? Lorraine Chase would be the marshal. Liza Clappy D. So we'll stick it in here. Put the parking brake on. I'm going to put the flaps back down for the landings. I'm going to do the replays now before I switch anything off. She wants my attention. She wants my attention and other things. She wants stuff to eat. Do you know, don't you? She does. She's a good dog. She does. She doesn't like being left alone for too long. Okay, stop the recording. Let's go replay. So we're going to do the landings here and the go-arounds. Pause replay. Oh. Here is the first bad approach. Do you know what if I leave this plane just... Oh, she's distracting me now. Resume replay. And let's have a look outside. This is the go-around that I did. It's very dodgy. It's the crosswind issue. Well, we're a little bit far out there, I think, aren't we? I think we're a little bit far out there. I'll bring it in a little bit. Pause that. Look at that here. There we go. Here's the first go-around. Zoom replay. Look at the crab. Look. That's a crab. That's fine, but you can't control it on the ground. It's very hard to control. I think we'll do a view to nose, right? We'll do a nose view here on this one. There's the crab. So I decided to go around before we touch down. So I said I'm going around. I didn't have to. Oh, bounced. Then I said I'd go around. There you go. Yeah, I remember now. Bounced. You said I get a tail strike. I may have gotten a tail strike. I thought it would let you know though. Here we go. Almost. Did I get one again? Almost. Oh, maybe I did. I can't see. I can't see if I did or not. Jeez, that was awful. Resume replay. Almost. I think. I don't know. You can be the judge. So that's a go around. Not very pretty. I think I should have kept it on. Good job. Okay, let's have a look at the next landing. Nope, just about this, please. Just about, you're a very good dog. We're almost finished now, just about this. But the longer you do this, the more. Good. Good dog. Okay, let's have a look at the next time I tried it. This is manual. Okay, it was terrible. It was terrible. I'm not pleased with that. So this is the second attempt. Far, far out now. Let's pause that and bring it in a little bit. There we go. We'll have a look at the side. Let's see while crabbing here. It's still a crab. See, it's not a bad crosswind. It's just when you get it on, when it touches down, it's too much force to the tail from the wind that blows it right over, and you can't keep it straight in the runway. Look at that. Yeah, let's get all wheels in. See, remember, it was lifting the wing up, a little bit of a bounce there. There's a lot to be said for firm landing strokes, isn't there? There's a lot to be said for firm landings. So that was okay. Let's have a look at my takeoff from here. God, what happened there? That didn't look good. Okay. It doesn't record the engine sounds. That was the wing. See the wing dip there? It just wanted to blow me off the runway. It's very late. What? Okay. The winds are great, but they're off. They're definitely off. So I couldn't. Once that nose wheel came up, it was all over. Okay, let's have a look at the last landing there. Warrior Hawk says phew. Yeah, it was close. They were close. It doesn't handle the crosswinds, I'm sure of it. The only reason I'm saying I'm so convinced with these, now it's definitely off with the lighter aircraft, the crosswinds, no doubt about that. But with these, who was it? They were saying it's off. It's not working. It's not doing what it should be doing. So this is auto land, and you'll see here also the same thing. Once those wheels are on the ground, you've no hope with a crosswind about 15 knots. Jobson says, thanks for the stream again, Grip. Going to fly. Sorry, thanks again for the stream, Grip. Going to fly along again soon. Oh, great. Do. Look at that runway. How cool is that? Now, this is another dodgy one. Watch this. With the crosswind. Now, it's fine there. All nice. Easy. Once the nose wheel's down, it's all over. Look, one to the left. Oh, what? Look at it, almost off the side of the runway. Oh, it did go off. You can't keep it on the runway with the wind, crosswind. You just can't. Just can't. If they would... If they'd fix that, I'd be pleased. And there's the problem there. A little bit of rudder. The wind picks up the wing. It'll never happen. Not 15 knots. Sliding all over the place. I had full rudder there. Then eventually it came in. Broke a few runway lights. Crosswinds aren't easy in Microsoft Flight Sim. That's what I'll say. I'll give it an 8. It's still brilliant sim. But it's not great in the crosswinds. No, I love the way the lights, look at the way the lights are. It's just, the whole thing's fantastic, folks. Folks, it's been 3 hours and 15 minutes almost. So I'd like to thank you all for subscribing. Thanks again to Mr. Rumble Loves Coffee for the 30 shekels. Black Gable, thank you for resubscribing and gifting a tier 1 a sub to Iceberg for All. Patrick, thank you very much for subscribing on YouTube. And Rainbow for Loves Coffee there, thank you. You've given a few super chats there. Thank you all for your super chats, that's great. So folks, I'm gonna look after Producer Buttons now. I'm gonna look after Producer Buttons, and I'll see you tomorrow at 6 o'clock Irish UK time local, 6 o'clock in the evening local. So hopefully I'll see a few more of you on. And thanks a million, Clappy D, for your help as well. Thank you very much to everybody. I see a lot of new faces here that have been away for a while. And we'll kick off again tomorrow. I think it's something interesting, hopefully. Iceberg for All, thank you for teaching me so much, by the way. He says see you next time. Thank you for teaching. Iceberg is an expert, by the way. And folks, hopefully I'll have better landings next time. So I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, or Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So I'll see you. Ciao, ciao.